Hello to YouTube, my name is Palmark, and today I will be continuing my review of the Pokemon Dungeons & Dragons Complete Handbook by Dungeons & Pokemon. So when I last left off, I had done the entire map and the trainers. Go and see part 1 for that. But today we are getting on to the Pokédex proper, starting with the starter Pokemon, with number 1, Gribbit, the frog Pokemon, a grass type. There's the artwork, amazing as always, really captures the Pokemon style while also being unique. There is the Dex entry, and there's its stats. If you want to read, go right ahead. And it is based on the frog. Yep, just the frog. And then we have its evolved form, Grungle, the grunge Pokemon, another grass type. There's its Dex entry and its stats. If you want to read, please pause. And it is based on the grunge. This is what the grunge looked like. I'm very sorry for how I'm having to hold this. The book will not stay open. And I don't want to force it in case it rips. And then we have the final form, Froghemoth. The Froghemoth Pokemon. A grass and dark type. There's the artwork. Amazing. And I didn't get a good look at Grungle. There's Grungle. He's Grungle. And feel free to comment what your favorite is in the comments below. There's its Dex entry and its stats. Again, pause if you want to read. And it is based on the Froghemoth. That's what the Froghemoth looks like. And then we move on to the fire starter, Aspire, the poisonous snake Pokemon, a pure fire type. There's Aspire. Amazing colouring. Really love how the orange and the yellow blend together. There's its Dex entry and its stats. And that's what the poisonous snake looks like. Moving on to its evolved form, we have Vipire. I really love the naming for the Pokemon. All the Pokemon names are very, very good. The fire snake Pokemon, a fire and poison type. There is Vipire. Very, very cool. And there is its Dex entry and stats. And that is what the fire snake looks like in D&D. So he puts these pictures that tell you what the Pokemon is inspired from or is meant to be. So this is the fire snake Pokemon, and that is the fire snake. And here we have Malamander, the salamander Pokemon. Again, a fire and poison type. And look at that. That is some amazing artwork. And out of the starters, the grass starter is what I'm choosing. Malaman, and I almost started reading the Dex entry. There's its Dex entry and its stats. And that is what a salamander looks like. So, moving on. Onto the water starter. We have Balizard, the lizard Pokemon, a water type. There he is. He happy. He running. There's his Dex entry and his stats. And that is what the lizard looks like. And then we have Lizarumble, the lizard folk Pokemon, a water and fighting type. There he is. He's holding a Squirtle shell as a shield. That's very good. There's his stats and his Dex entry. And that is what the lizard folk look like. Again, pause if you want to read. And then here we have the final evolved form, Lizarul, the Lizard Folk King Pokemon, Water and Fighting type. He's using Blastoise's shield. He's wearing Empoleon's crown, and he's wielding a Samurott horn as a weapon. Very, very cool. But here is his dex entry and stats. Pause if you want to read. And that is what the Lizard Folk King looked like. And then we have our first regional form, Rattata, the rat Pokemon, a normal and psychic type. And that is what they look like in this region. There's his dex and his stats. Read by pausing. And that is what the rat looks like. Then we have the evolved form, Raticate, the cranium rat Pokemon, a normal and psychic type. And there he is. Doesn't that look lovely? There's his dex and his stats. And that is what the cranium rats look like. They basically have their brains exposed. And then we have Jumpider, the giant spider Pokemon, a bug type. You would expect poison bug, but no, just pure bug. And there he is. Lovely colours. Again, amazing artwork. And these little streaks that make it look like they're in the D&D handbook or on the D&D wiki and all that. Amazing. There's his dex and his stats. And there's what the Mon is inspired by. The giant spider. Lovely. And then here we have its evolved form, Spider, the phase spider Pokemon, a bug and ghost type. And look at him. So creepy. I love the white and the blue. Like, white and blue go together so well, especially when it's that icy blue. But there's his dex and his stats and the artwork of the monster itself. Moving on, we have the regional bird. So that's the regional bug. And we have the regional mammal. This is the regional bird. Rockatrice, the Cockatrice Pokemon, a rock and flying type. Amazing artwork. I love the different shades of grey blending together. Very good. There is the dex, the stats, and the Cockatrice. And then it evolves into Polvarok, the Varrock Pokemon. Again, rock and flying type. There he is. Amazing artwork. Nice and skinny looking and creepy. Look at that eye. There's the dex and the stats and the Varrock. That's what the Varrock looked like. By the way, that's what the Varrock looked like. And then the final form is Monsterrock, the rock Pokemon. And I'm saying rock a lot. Another rock and flying type. Big bird. It's a very, very big bird. There's the stats and the dex entry. And that is what the rock looks like. And also in D&D, the rocks, these birds were bred by the giants to basically fight dragons in Dungeons and Dragons. And then moving on, here we have Obstacuity, the Displacer Beast kitten Pokemon, a normal and dark type. Look at it! It's so cute! Such a cute little baby. I want it! Unfortunately, there is no Blink dog. I wish that the Blink dog was in this dex, but say lovey. There is the dex and the stats. And look at it! It's so cute! Oh, I need to do a campaign where one of my players has one. And then we have Ravage, the Displacer Beast Pokemon. The Displacer Beast Pokemon. The evolved form of this cute little guy. And look, tell me he's not up to something, because he definitely is. But there you have his dex and his stats. And the Displacer Beast. The big kitty. Some more regional variants. Here we have Phantump, the awakened shrub Pokemon. The grass and rock type. There he is. Amazing artwork, as always. And there you have the dex and the stats. Pause to read in your own time. And there you have what the Awakened Shrub looks like. And then here we have Trevenant, the Faerunian Trevenant, the Awakened Tree Pokemon, a Grass and Rock type, just like its previous form. And look at him, look at that eye. He's definitely just seen a Faz spider and he's like, oh my god, don't move. Anyway. And there is the stats. The stats and the dex. And that is what the Awakened Tree looks like. Now we have another regional bug. Here is Hamoski, the Steerge Pokemon, a flying and bug type. Amazing colors, like some amazing red, yellow, and black on there. Amazing artwork for all of them. But there is his dex entry, and there are his stats, and there is his art. And then we have Demoglobe, the Cashmin Pokemon, a flying and bug type. Amazing. It goes from this bright, vibrant red to this dark, foreboding black. And there is his dex entry and his stats, and that is what he is based on. And here we have Minigon, the Kobold Pokemon, a fighting and dragon type. And there he is. Ooh, he looks angry. Look at him. I just want to pat him on the face and then probably have my finger bitten off. But there is his dex entry. And there is his stats. And that is what a kobold looks like. And here we have Kobolster, the Kobold Dragon Shield Pokemon, a fighting and dragon type. And there he is. Looks very mean, very cool. Yeah, a bit small for a dragon type. But I can definitely see myself with one on my team. Until I get like a proper big boy dragon type. Now we have his stats and his dex entry. And that is what a Kobold Dragon Shield looks like. Just checking how many more pages. Okay, not that many more. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a short one, guys. Just because I wanted to get part 2 out. And here we have Rakonai. I just spat on my phone. Lovely. The Spectator Pokemon, a pure dark type. And there he is. Many eyes to poke, as someone would say. And there is his dex entry and his stats. And that is what a Spectator looks like. Doesn't he look lovely? Look at that tongue. He just wants to give you a kiss. Anyway. And here we have Scrutiny, the evolved form. The Beholder Pokemon, a pure dark type. And I believe each of these eyes is almost one of each type. Is like the color of each other Pokemon type. I think. I will have to ask him. And there is his dex entry. And his stats. Some amazing artwork, by the way. And that is what a Beholder looks like in D&D. Very beautiful, I know. And here we have Faerunian Impidimp, the Goblin Pokemon, a pure steel type. Doesn't he look ugly? As a goblin should. And there's his dex and his stats and what a goblin looks like. And here we have Faerunian Morgrem, the Hobgoblin Pokemon, a steel and fighting type. And that's what he looks like. There is his dex. Again, pause and read in your own time. And there's his stats. And that is what a Hobgoblin looks like. And then, last page, everyone. And then here we have Faerunian Grimmsnarl, the Bugbear Pokemon, a steel and fighting type. Doesn't he look beautiful? Look at that face. Anyway, there is his dex entry. And there is his stats. And that is what a Bugbear looks like. And the last Pokemon for today is Cubic, the Gelatinous Cube Pokemon, a poison type. And as you can see, you have some Gimme Gold coins, a Farfetch's Leak, a Cubone Skull, and a Shieldon Shield. That is some very, very, very cool looking stuff. There is his dex entry, and there is his stats. Some of them are a little bit hard to see because it's white on very light blue. And that is what a gelatinous cube looks like. And that's it, guys. That is part 2. Part 3, we will continue on and move on to, like, this guy and, like, this guy and all that. So, yeah. So, this has been my review, my second part of the Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons Complete Handbook by Dungeons and Pokemon, covering the location, world, the trainers, well, the unique trainers anyway, and the Pokemon of the Faerun region, a fan-made Pokemon region based on Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, that's it, guys. Part 3 will be whenever I feel like it. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break and do some different reviews. But yeah, that's it, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to become a part of whatever I'm calling my subscribers. And that's it. Power out. Boop.